So I want to welcome each and every one of you tonight to a very, very exciting topic. I'm Dr. Rita McGuire. I'm the Chief Medical Officer here at Wakana for Life, as well as one of the co-founders. And tonight I have a special guest. Our topic is, we can't control the virus, but we can control the host. Now, the host is not me. The host is us. The virus is the COVID-19 virus. I think we all know that what we're speaking of. But I want to bring on this Queen Fatima Nefertiti. She is our guest tonight. She's going to kick it off. Fatima Nefertiti Ford is a yoga instructor. She's a certified registered yoga teacher in yoga skills. She's also certified in Thai yoga massage. She is the CEO and founder of Wellness is Life. It's a health and wellness company, which was founded in 2017. Her focus is on the natural approach to health using practices like yoga, meditation, Thai massage therapy, and other traditional practices to assist her clients toward the balance that we need. And we all need that right now during this pandemic. Fatima's goal is to teach us that we have the power of healing our bodies through movement, nutrition, herbs, and other natural supplements like CBD and essential oils. And let me show you my queen. Oh my God, look at her transformation. She is amazing. You can see from 2002 until currently, she has always looked fabulous, but she is at the best version of herself possible right now. So I want to bring on our guest, who is also a business partner with Wakana.
Yes.
And she's going to kick off our conversation about natural healing and how we can use meditation, yoga, and our products to do that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Rita. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Wakana Nation, Wakana family. I am so pleased to be a part of the Wakana family and to be a part of the wellness community. I work with a lot of wonderful people. I get the pleasure of meeting lots of wonderful natural herbalists and natural doctors, naturopath doctors, such as Dr. Betty Guy Smith and Dr. Camilla Alfred, and being around, and Dr. Rita, being amongst all of you and learning and getting to see different perspectives of health and healing. It really helps to increase the reach that I have of effectively helping my clients reach that space that they need to feel at peace and to be calm and to be hopeful for healing in their body. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has fed into my my practice, and I will continue to keep feeding others whatever it is that I am given.
They're saying that your screen is really dark, but maybe that's how you want it.
No, not really. It's just dark in this room. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be soothing for you, Francine. So just close your eyes and listen.
Close your eyes and listen.
Yes, close your eyes and listen.
Does that help any? So what I do is I like to incorporate my yoga practice with meditation as well as with the CBD. And what I have found is that through yoga, you find yourself, you find a center of yourself that you hadn't ever reached before, because it requires you to take such a leap deep within to find out what it is that brings you to a space of peace and of harmony and of balance. And so when I started my practice, sometimes through my meditation practice, I would find myself drifting off, which is normal. Sometimes you can't stay focused on one precise thing. You're supposed to be consciously thinking of your breathing and using your breath in order to take yourself away from the space in which you are. And sometimes the mind has a tendency to wander. And so what I found is when I practice, before I start my practice, I take my CBD tincture under my tongue, and my clients do the same thing. Like 30 minutes, 40 minutes into the practice, when it's time for our meditation, when it's time for our shavasana, when it's time for us to relax and to just now enjoy the energy that our body has produced through our yoga practice, it brings my meditation to a more calmer space. It helps me to focus 10 times, 20 times more than I ever did before. And it helps me to go deeper into that space where when I do come out, I am not easily triggered by things that are going on and situations that are happening like what we have going on right now. So it is a way of, I don't want to say dealing with what we have going on, but it is a way of finding allowance and acceptance of what it is and how you feel about it. It helps to just center you and to bring you to a space of complete homeostasis. So that is the purpose of yoga, the CBD and the meditation, all in conjunction with one another. What I like to first start off with is breath, because when we connect with our breath, we're able to connect with ourself. We're able to connect closer with our thoughts. The fact that they're running rampant. When you're focused on one thing, you realize how much activity is going on in your head. When you're focusing on just centering yourself to yourself, you find yourself saying, oh, wow, it takes a lot for me to just pay attention to breathing. So it's starting the CBD off in the beginning of the practice starts off that process of balance. It starts off the process of focus. It starts the process. And so there are many different postures and stuff like that that help with relieving tension and relieving, I can use that, relieving tension. And that are really running, extremely rampant right now. Let me see, we got a little light now. Let me see if I can lighten up the room without looking like a ghost. So in our practice, we help to connect with our breath, and connecting with our breath helps us to connect with ourselves. So it helps us to kind of calm down everything that's going on. Helps us to bring our blood pressure down. It helps us to focus our mind. It helps us to relax our heartbeat, to rest, to tell ourselves it's okay to relax, We focus on our breathing. We focus on bringing in that natural energy, which is oxygen, which is great for circulation because we have to oxygenate our blood. We have to continuously involve ourselves in being intentional in our movement, in our sitting, in our waking, in our walking, in our talking, and the things that we're saying to ourselves. We have to constantly be conscious of when that negative spaces come in and realizing what those triggers are and focusing on your breath even throughout the day, not just when you're doing your yoga practice, but even throughout your day, focusing on your breath to calm you down. That's the first practice in yoga, is finding that peace right there. So there's many things that are associated when it comes to yoga. You think you're talking about just the movement of the body. Oh, I can't stretch. I'm not flexible, and I can't do all those moves. And it's not about being able to be in different asanas or different postures. It's about having a quality way of moving the body, of being very conscious of how you're placing yourself in these positions, being conscious of what pains or aches or imbalances in your body that you've been feeling all day before you even start your practice. You connect yourself with that, and then you be gentle with those things. So I say, like, if you have a pain in your hip or in your knee, then you know that there's certain postures that you shouldn't do that day because, or during that practice, because you want to be gentle with those spaces. You want to put your CBD relief cream on prior to starting your practice. You want to rub up the knees, you want to rub on your shoulders, but you still, even though you've placed that there, you want to go ahead and exercise that space, still being conscious, still being gentle with those particular areas. But connecting with the breath, connecting with the movement, bringing yourself to a mindful state, relaxing, enjoying yourself, releasing the energy, the negative energy, releasing, connecting, always breathing, being intentional with your breath. Don't breathe just to get to the next breath. Breathe with purpose, with intention. A lot of the problems that we're having with the COVID-19 is respiratory. So breath is extremely important right now. Taking time to intentionally breathe for the purposes of regenerating the body's oxygen, regenerating the blood circulation, regenerating that stagnated oxygen that is sitting in our lungs. We add the movement in order to move the fluids through our lymphatic system that need to be flushed through. So there's a lot of components that go to yoga. It's not just, I can't stretch that far, or I can't be in that position. It's about doing something different, doing something for your body that's different, that's actually activating certain areas of the body that normally don't get attention, such as our lymphatic system, such as that immune system that gets blocked up with toxins because we don't move, we don't breathe, we don't take time to be gentle with ourselves and check in. And even though we feel the pain, we acknowledge the pain and we put a little Band-Aid on that pain, but let's access the point where, why am I in pain in this? Why is there tightness here? Let's loosen that space. So how do we do that? Well, let's get intentional with how we care about ourselves. Let's get some self-love. Self-love. Self-love is breathing. Self-love is movement. Self-love is finding those spaces and being gentle with those spaces, but also opening up the body, the movement, the breath. All of these components are important. Opening up the systems, keeping that body generating, especially now everyone's working from home. A lot of people are working from home. Not everyone, but those that are out and about especially need to make sure that when they're home, that they're taking in good oxygen, that they're breathing into their systems. I've been hearing about the citrus blends with the garlic and stuff like that, making sure that you're opening up and cleansing out that respiratory system. So breath, yoga, movement is all important right now, but it's not just important today. It's important when all these things have come through and gone by and we are moving on with life. It's still as important then, if not more, than it is right now. Because now we're going through, we're working on preventative measures, like with the CBD Essential. We're working on preventative. So if you're feeling good right now, that's great that you're feeling, well, I'm feeling good, I really don't need to do, no, you need to do preventative measures. Just like when you get your HVAC, your air conditioner PM before summer, and you get it checked again before winter. You know, you want to PM your body as well. You want to preventative maintenance yourself, self-love, self-care. So you find these different components and you adapt them into your life, and you don't let go of them when you think everything's all good, because it's a constant practice. Yoga is a practice. It's not uh, oh, I want to stand on my head. Well, eventually one day, maybe you will, or maybe you won't. But I can guarantee you that when you're opening up your body and you're breathing in, that you're achieving a lot more goals in that moment than you are when you're standing on your head. It's all about self-love, self-care, being essential, being intentional. This is not something that you just willy-nilly. It's something that you take seriously. Add it to your health regime. You wake up in the morning, you take your vitamins, you take your minerals, you take your CBD. Go do your yoga. It doesn't have to be an hour. It doesn't have to be, I have to do this and I have to do that. No, make your yoga practice your practice, but practice your yoga. Open that body system up. Reach your arms up. Be childish, I tell my clients. Be childish. Look at the postures and movements that children do. Children don't walk around, oh, my this hurts, oh, my that. If they do, maybe they're in sports or something like that. And they're aches and pains. My children did too. I do an 8 p.m. class. I do an 8 p.m. class free on Facebook every day. If I'm not going to have the class, then I'll have, I'll be on live talking about nutrition or something that's important for us to hear right now. I've been talking about this stuff for many years. I've been practicing yoga since 1993. I stopped practicing yoga for some years and I realized when I wasn't practicing the difference in my body. Then I gained all the weight. Then I went into a depressed state. Didn't have CBD then, would have loved to. But I had yoga then. And I brought that practice. One day I hurt myself. I was a hairstylist, 20 years hairstylist. That's what I did. So I got my children through college. That's what I did. And I injured myself one day and I remembered my yoga practice had helped me previously to feel better. And I was like, well, let me find a video or let me get back in. So around 2000, 2003, because I got bigger than that. That's not, that 2002 picture, that was not my largest size. I was in like a 20, I was refusing to buy a size larger than that, than a 20, size 20. So I had a lot of clothes that weren't fitting right, but I just refused. I was like, I'm going to make a change. I injured myself and I had to go back to yoga. And once I had back to yoga, it triggered that feeling of, I love how I feel when I do this practice. Like I really legitimately love myself when I get up from my mat and I feel good. I feel like refreshed. I feel new. So whether you join in at 8 p.m. every night on Facebook or you find another, yoga teacher. I have several yoga friends, that are doing virtual classes right now. It's great. Take your CBD, your tincture right before you start. Go into your practice. Enjoy your meditation. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Breathe really deep in through your nose, relaxing your shoulders and your face, your forehead, just relaxing. Exhale with intention, removing stagnated oxygen in our lungs. We want to move that oxygen. Inhale really deep. And when you do inhale, you want to hear the sound of the oxygen going in through your lungs, through your throat. And fill the belly up with oxygen. Feel the belly. Exhale. through your nose, and you want to press the air out and really squeeze the belly in, because like I said, you want to remove the stagnated oxygen. You want to open up the lymphatic system. You want to allow that motion of breath in engaging the lungs like that, expressing the diaphragm, really feeling up the body, and then releasing all the negative thoughts, negative spaces, negative ideas, any things in the day that you just didn't want to deal with, you don't want to deal with anymore. Just release it through your exhale. Inhale in your peace and your joy and your love and compassion and your happiness and your appreciation and your gratitude. Inhale. Exhale and release all things that do not serve you, that no longer are requirement, are no longer necessary, that never were necessary, but you choose to make necessary. Release it. Place your hand on your heart, your right hand on your heart. Continuously breathe with intention. You're doing yoga right now. And when you incorporate that movement and you get that circulation going, and that CBD is going through that system even faster, because now the body is moving, the blood is circulating. The body wants more. It's like, what you doing there? I like this. Let's keep this up. Self-love, self-care. It's essential. That's all I have to say. Any questions?
Oh my goodness, that was so relaxing. So relaxing. Thank you so much. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat area for Queen. We'll take some questions before I continue our webinar tonight. One question was, do you have morning classes, virtual morning classes?
Absolutely. I'm available for any class throughout the day. This is what I do for a living, other than my Wakana. This is all, it's all encompassed into one. So yes, I do have availability for morning classes. We can do private or group classes, Zoom class. Absolutely.
Perfect. So as it relates to your yoga virtual classes, how do we find you on Facebook?
The Facebook class, the yoga Facebook class that I do at 8 p.m. is every night. You can go to my Fatima Nefertiti page, and I go live right from that page.
So Fatima
Nefertiti.
Spell your last name.
It's Nefertiti.
So that's how you can find her on Facebook. Are there any other questions before we continue? Everyone loves it. It was so
wonderful.
Relaxing. Thank you very much. Great
Gratitude.
job.
Gratitude.
Sorry, we'll have to learn how to make your face bigger, but I encouraged our attendees just to close their eyes and to concentrate on what you were saying and explaining. What I really loved, Queen Nefertiti, is the part about preventative. I cannot stress enough how important it is right now in the middle of the beginning, not the middle, the beginning of the pandemic. What did you say? I can't stress enough.
You're frozen.
Someone learned how to properly breathe.
Oh, wonderful.
It's okay if I'm frozen. Can you hear me though?
Sometimes no. When you were frozen that time, I couldn't.
Got it. I'm glad you can give me feedback. I can't express enough how important it is to be in the best health
Yes.
that you can be in at this moment. And preventative is what we really want to stress. And prevention can come with aiding your immune system with CBD, with essential oils that we're going to talk about tonight. The COVID-19 virus is novel, right? That means that our body has never, ever seen this virus before. So those who are exposed to the virus and their immune system is not optimal, or their health is not optimal, the most vulnerable population is those who are hypertensive, they have high blood pressure, those who are diabetics, those who are obese, they're overweight, those who have kidney and liver function disorders. Those are the ones that do really bad. And so what we want to encourage each and every one of you is to start practices like yoga and meditation. Because what you'll learn in a second is that when you do yoga and meditation, you know what happens? Your endogenous cannabinoids, your endocannabinoids, your anandamide, those levels increase in your endocannabinoid system. So they are helping to make you feel calm, make you feel less stress, helping you sleep. And it's when we are stressed and we're anxious that those endocannabinoids become deficient. And that's when we have a lot of issues with anxiety and depression and insomnia. So highly recommend that we really practice a lot of things that we learned tonight, which is deep breathing and the practice of yoga. So I want to thank you so much, Queen Nefertiti. I want to move into our product line and our company. Our company is Wakana. So if you're a guest on the line, the person that invited you truly, truly loves you, because they understand that right now, honestly, this is a very high anxiety time. I use my CBD products more than ever. And it's important that I stay calm for my patients, right? I've been asked to be part of the medical team at the new field house at McCormick Place. So McCormick Place is the largest convention center here in Chicago. And I'm going to be part of the medical team that's going to be taking care of patients that are COVID-19 positive, that have gone through maybe being on a ventilator and have gotten a lot of treatment in the hospital, and now are going to be in a step down unit, right? So I have to be as calm and as healthy as I can be. So Wakana is the name of our company. We are more than a CBD company. In fact, we've just launched some amazing essential oils, but we're a movement. And our vision is that we exist to help in the negative stigma that's caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefit of the cannabis plant. And our whole mission is that we're a catalyst to stir a movement that really inspires people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, investors, evoking the courage and strength of people to take back their health. And this pandemic is really showing, especially communities of color, minority communities, it's really showing the health disparities. It's really showing that those in the South, like in New Orleans, Louisiana, where obesity and hypertension and diabetes is at its highest, these are the folks that are dying when they are succumbed or exposed to the COVID-19. So this is a time that we have to take back our health. Our company was launched a year ago. So on April 20th, in about 2 weeks, we'll be celebrating our 1-year anniversary. And we were brought into existence through the synergistic efforts and shared foundational value of 4 African American women. And these women are here. Our CEO, Melissa Boston, is our visionary. She brings over 29 years of experience in direct sales. Dr. Patricia Van Pelt is our president. She's a state senator serving her third term here in Illinois. Phyllis Nash is our senior VP of sales. She brings, again, over 30 years in entrepreneurship. And then myself, Dr. Rita McGuire. I'm actually an obstetrician gynecologist of 30 years now and still practicing, but truly have been an advocate for the cannabis plant and using holistic ways of treating my patients in my practice. So let's look at the cannabis plant, because it's important to understand that tonight we're not talking about the species on the left, the marijuana species, but tonight we're talking about our products that are actually extracted from the hemp species. And what that means is that's the part of the cannabis plant that has a high level of CBD and very trace amounts of THC. And we know that THC is the part of the plant that gives us the euphoria. That's the one that gives us the high. That's the one that gives us the paranoia. But CBD is the part of the plant that's non-psychoactive. It doesn't give you high, it doesn't give you paranoia, but absolutely has so many medicinal properties, from treating anxiety to sleep disorders, to pain from inflammation, from stress, helps to lower blood sugar. And that's why it's also cardioprotective. And that's why it's so important to ingest CBD, because it has so many properties that we can use right now for prevention. We look at the entire plant and the other cannabinoids, and it's really important to understand that there are other cannabinoids or compounds that are in our products that synergistically help with so many conditions. And when we talk about hypertension, and when we talk about diabetes, and we talk about obesity, what are we talking about? We're talking about inflammation. So when the COVID-19 virus gets into your body, it causes an inflammatory response that is overwhelming to the body. So it's almost like you have a half cup full of inflammation because you're either diabetic or obese or have hypertension. And then the COVID-19 virus comes in and adds on additional inflammation and starts to attack the lungs. The lungs is the culprit that causes so many folks to be on ventilators. That's a machine that helps you breathe. Then it starts to attack the brain. You'll see some people that are infected with COVID-19, they lose their sense of smell and taste. It can start to affect their kidneys. They go into kidney failure, their liver, they go into liver failure and end organ damage, and they die. So it's really, really important to, one, decrease the inflammation in our body. And you can see here, CBD, cannabidiol, relieves, not only reduces inflammation, but it's a vasorelaxant. It helps to relax the vessels in the heart, helps as a anti-diabetic, inflammation in the pancreas and those diabetics as well. So this is the reason CBD is so important. And the way that CBD works and the other cannabinoids work in our body is through a system that we all possess. It's called the endocannabinoid system. This system is made up of what we talked about, these endogenous cannabinoids that are produced by our body. Sometimes those cannabinoids become deficient, but absolutely these cannabinoids that we produce in our body can be enhanced when we do yoga. It can be enhanced when we meditate. Those are called anandamides. A lot of people used to think that it was endorphins that are produced when we do yoga or when we run, but it's really the cannabinoids that our bodies endogenously make called anandamide. 2-AG is another endocannabinoid that is really important in reducing inflammation and pain. The other thing I want to talk about, because we're going to get into those essential oils, are terpenes. Terpenes are what gives the plant its aroma. And so essential oils produce terpenes. The cannabis plant produces essential oils and terpenes. So terpenes are a part of our product, and they're a really important part of our product. Some of the major terpenes that you find are alpha-pinene, myrcene, limonene, alpha-carotene, and linalool. These terpenes are really important in helping to not only reduce stress and help you sleep and elevate your mood, but they're also important in reducing inflammation. So really want you to know that terpenes are around and they're really important. So we're going to go into our product line, and then we're going to hear some closing remarks from Queen Nefertiti if she wants to. But it's important to know that the FDA does not approve any of these statements, meaning that we can't make any claims that our products are going to cure or treat COVID-19. If you're nursing pregnant, if you're on any medication, please consult with your physician before using these products. Our product line is truly very unique. Our products are double certified, third-party validated, meaning that our products go through a special lab to ensure there's no mold, mildew, or heavy metals or toxins, and that the legal limit of our full spectrum products, as you see here, our power line, which is 0.3% or less of THC, is in compliant with the Farm Bill. Our products are industrial hemp registered, and our products are compliant with the State Department of Agriculture. So all of these things are really, really important. Now, Queen Nefertiti talked about how she uses the CBD before her practice. So it's important when you're using the tincture, the oil, you place it underneath the tongue and you hold it there for 60 seconds before you swallow. That way it can get into the bloodstream quickly. It's important not to drink or eat or even smoke at least 15 to 30 minutes after placing it under the tongue and holding it for a minute before you swallow for optimal absorption. So we have so many different products. We have products for those who have severe conditions, like our Hemp MD. It's a more therapeutic, advanced formulation. It's 750 milligrams of CBD in a 15 ml bottle. And I always recommend that you start low and start slow. More is not better. So starting with 3 drops twice a day, 3 drops in the morning, 3 drops in the evening, is a great way to address not only our immune boosting system, but also addressing that inflammation. Again, COVID-19, when we're infected with that virus, is an overwhelming inflammatory response. It's called a cytokine storm that is overwhelming for folks who have inflammation in their body. And those folks are obese, diabetics, hypertensive, those who have kidney and liver dysfunction or disorders. Those folks, when they get hit with the COVID-19, their body cannot withstand that inflammation, right? So it's almost like burglars coming in your house, right? You only have one ADT monitor in the front door. They come in, they trash your house, they eat all your food, and they replicate, meaning they bring in other people. It's just overwhelming for your system. So that's our Hemp MD. And then our Hempanium 500 is our other tincture. It's 500 milligrams of CBD. It's a great product for those who have mild to moderate conditions. Again, when we're talking about you on the webinar that may be like me, I don't have any medical conditions. I'm not hypertensive, I'm not obese, I'm not diabetic, I don't have kidney functions or liver function issues. Preventative. If this is a time ever for you to have your family members healthy, this COVID-19 is making a statement to our community, which is for a large part unhealthy, right? So Hempranium 500 milligrams, again, 3 drops in the morning, 3 drops in the evening. It's a great way to decrease inflammation, to address stress, to address anxiety, to address pain during this time. Then we have a water-soluble product. It's a great product to infuse in your beverages and your food. You can put in your water, your smoothie. Hopefully you're not drinking a lot of alcohol, but in your mocktails and your cocktails right now, you want to boost your immune system. So that means hydrating with water. 3 drops in the morning, 3 drops in the evening is a great way to get CBD in through our water soluble product. And then we have a product that you can bake with, you can cook with. It can be used as a tincture. You know, I found out several people, I'm finding more people are allergic to turmeric. And I just meant to say that our Hempranium 500 product is enhanced with turmeric, black seed, and peppermint. So if you run into someone that doesn't like the taste or may have a food sensitivity or allergy to turmeric, this would be the tincture for them because it is unflavored. And you can also bake and cook with it. This is a chart. Sometimes when you're dealing with children, you may need a chart that will give you the dosing based on weight. So if you have someone that's 25 pounds or less, or if you're dealing with someone that could be morbidly obese, I can help you with that dosing. But we like to start with 3 drops in the morning, 3 drops in the evening. That gives you about 10 to 12 milligrams of CBD on a daily dose, which is a good starting point. Then we have gummies. We have gummies that are a great way to get CBD into your system. I use a gummy every single night before I go to sleep. Why? Because CBD works on the serotonin and dopamine pathways. Again, those are the pathways that not only help with sleep, but they help with mood. It helps to relax that central nervous system. So each gummy is 25 milligrams. It's a great, great product to use for sleep. It helps to improve libido if you're looking for something naturally for libido and for inflammation. We also have vape cartridges. Now, I love vaping because the onset of action is within 1 to 5 minutes. So if you're looking for a product that's the onset of action is very fast, you're looking for fast relief, you want to make sure you have one of our vape oil cartridges on hand. Our cartridges contain organic CBD along with the enhancement of the turmeric, black seed, and peppermint. It's a great way to get CBD quickly into the system. And then our CBD pre-roll joints are great for those who are trying to quit smoking cigarettes, nicotine. A lot of folks love using our pre-rolls to assist them to come off of nicotine. How does that work? Same thing. Those receptors in the brain, those reward receptors that get the reward from nicotine, it just blocks that pathway. And really, I've seen a lot of folks do very well in kicking the habit of smoking cigarettes. You don't need to smoke the whole joint. 1 to 3 pulls 3 times a day is all you need. That entire CBD pre-roll has 163 milligrams of CBD. No one needs 163 milligrams of CBD all at one time initially. And then Queen Nefertiti talked about before you start your practice of yoga, before you work out. I work out every single day at home now, right? We're now sheltered in, all the gyms are closed. This is a great product to use if you have sore muscles, as well as a great product to use if you suffer from neuropathy or sciatica or plantar fasciitis or arthritis, so sore knees, hips, shoulders, back. We have 3 topical products. We have one for severe conditions. We have another one for mild to moderate conditions. And then we also have Dr. Rita's Rub, which is not in a cream form, but a liquid form. It's probably our most potent product because it has 19 USDA certified organic essential oils that are combined with the CBD that help with inflammation and pain. Now, this body cream, as you can see here, I don't know, can you guys see me? Yeah, you should be able to see me. I use this all the time because I wash my hands probably 1,000 times a day. I'm going to put this on our Facebook page. My hand has 100% cleared up. I was washing my hands so much that my hands broke out. Started using our CBD Power Mango Body Cream, 500 milligrams of CBD, and the rash inflammation is gone. This also helps with skin conditions like psoriasis, acne, eczema, and more. And then we have a CBD sexual enhancement. Again, sexual intercourse helps to bring down stress, right? They said right now at this stay-at-home shelter, we're all shut in, having a lot of intercourse really does help to bring down that stress. So this product helps to improve sexual enhancement. It helps with those who have vaginal dryness, erectile dysfunction, or just libido issues. And then we have a whole host of products that you can cook with. We are now in the house. Hopefully you are all eating healthy, right? Because eating healthy, eating clean helps to boost our immune system. If ever there's a time to get healthy, folks, it's right now. No fried food, no processed food, no foods in bags. You want to get that healthy, whole food, plant-based diet if you can. So we have a culinary oil that's infused with CBD and grapeseed. We have seasonings that are CBD infused, amazing. We have butters, grass-fed and vegan, that are CBD infused. We even have something for your hair. Our hairstylists are not doing hair right now. So this is a great product to use so that your hair can stay healthy during this pandemic. You know, stress and anxiety causes hair loss and hair thinning. So this is a great product that you can use topically. This is a great product you can use internally for healthy hair during this time. And then we have products for those who have random drug screens at their job. These are our pure broad spectrum products. They contain less than 0.0% THC. This is our nano hempranium. It's a tincture. You place it underneath the tongue. Again, it has a special delivery system called nanotechnology, which, by the way, they're looking at nanotechnology in the vaccine for COVID-19 because nanoparticles are so small, they get into the cellular level very quickly. So this product has a 98.7% bioavailability that it has on a cellular level. Our gummies, again, come in our Power, which is our full spectrum. That means it contains 0.3% or less of THC, and it comes in our Pure, which contains less than 0.0% THC. Each gummy, again, is so good. I'm on call tonight, and I have my gummies somewhere in my bag. It really just helps to relax me, and they're vegan, 25 milligrams of CBD per gummy. Now, as we get into our essential oils, we have launched 2 brand new products. And this is an article that I've been doing a lot of research on essential oils as they relate to being antivirals. And this is an article from the American Journal of Essential Oils and Natural Products that looked at essential oils as it relates to influenza. Now, of course, we don't have any articles on COVID-19 because it is a novel virus. It's brand new. But there is data that shows that essential oils have absolutely antiviral properties toward influenza. There were even studies that showed that essential oils had antiviral properties against herpes, against the herpes virus. So using essential oils are so essential. Essential oils do, again, contain terpenes, and terpenes have medicinal properties as well to helping to reduce inflammation. The essential oils actually that we're going to talk about in our new products help to open up the respiratory tract, because this virus attacks the respiratory system, the nose, the throat, the pharynx, down into the lung. So this is a great article for all of you scientific or medical healthcare professionals that want to do more research on essential oils. So our essential defense and our first defense are our amazing new products that we just launched here at Wakana, because we know that this pandemic of COVID-19 is something that we cannot control. Remember, the name of our webinar is we can't control the virus, but we can control the host. And the host is you. You've got to get your host as strong as possible in the event you contract the COVID-19 virus. So the Wakana Essential Defense is a combination of 5 essential oils. It's cinnamon, clove, lemon, rosemary, and eucalyptus. This is a product that I love. Oh my goodness. I put it in my diffuser at home. So it is diffusing in the air in my home. You can use this product topically, meaning that you use a carrier oil because these essential oils are hot. You don't want to burn your skin. You can also use it internally. You can use, again, a carrier oil to dilute it, to use it internally to swish around in your mouth. All of the directions are on our website. I also put this oil in a spray bottle, so I use it as a disinfectant. The dilution is there. You only need 1 drop of this oil in most of the dilutions that you'll find. So this is a product that you can use to sanitize your home. This is a product you can use topically. You can use respiratory. You can just put it in the palms of your hands and inhale. You can use a diffuser, and you can use it internally as well. And then our newest product is our First Defense nasal spray. This product will be available on Monday. It's 500 milligrams of CBD along with about 8 essential oils. Oh my goodness. You're talking about the enhancement of the essential oils plus CBD in a nasal spray. 1 to 3 sprays in each nostril will help to not only boost the immune system, but will also help fight and guard off viruses. So we are so excited for you to really, contact the person that invited you on this call tonight so you can get all of these amazing products ordered as quickly as possible. So I'm going to take some questions, and Queen Nefertiti, are you on the line still?
Yes, I am.
A question was, what are the ingredients of the First Defense? The ingredients are 500 milligrams of CBD, full spectrum. So that means if you have random drug screens, First Defense is something you may not want to use because it possibly could show up in your urine drug screen. Hemp oil, rosemary, cinnamon, basil oil, lemongrass oil, lemon oil, peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, and clove. All of those are in our First Defense nasal spray. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat section. Queen Nefertiti, did you want to add anything to our product line?
Oh man, I'm wild by this First Defense.
Yes. It's going to be ready on Monday, so you can put your order in on Monday.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm just so excited to hear about all the usage. That's the one thing that I love about this company is that the combination of the uses of the essential oils. I mean, in my practice with Thai massage, you know, doing a lot of energy work and body work and stuff, I use a lot of essential oils in Ayurveda and in the Thai massage. So to have a product that has the essential oils in them that I can actually provide for my customers, my clients, oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. And this First Defense, Essential Defense, oh my goodness, phenomenal
Wonderful. Can
and
essential
necessary.
defense be used in whirlpool bathing? So yes, I would
Mhm.
put a carrier oil with it
Mhm.
so that the oils don't potentially aggravate your skin. Any other questions? Now, whoever has a question on the Q&A, for some reason I can't see it. So if you could put it in the chat box, I'm not sure how to check those questions. So if you can put it in the chat box. Will the new nasal spray help with your sense of smell? Well, we can't make those claims at all. We can't make any claims of diagnosis or cure. The First Defense nasal spray is specifically formulated for this season we're in right now, which is a pandemic with a virus. So it's helping to open up the nasal or the respiratory area. It's also helping with decreasing inflammation and actually helping to be an antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antiviral. When you use the essential oil around the house, what do you mix the one drop with? Water. I have a spray bottle, water. You know, all those toxic chemicals, you know, can be very harmful. All that bleach and Lysol and all that stuff. We've got a great product that you can use to sanitize your kitchen and your home. When you use the essential oil around the house, what do you mix one drop with? How much water? All of the dilutions are on the website. So just go to the website and we've put all the dilutions there. I don't have those dilutions memorized, unfortunately, Cheryl. But all I know is that you don't need a lot. You need just 1 or 2 drops versus, you know, however big your container is. You just look on the website and all that information is there. Great questions. You're welcome. So if there's no other questions, we want to make sure that you contact the person that invited you. Do we have anything to help with migraines? Yes, our CBD tinctures. Absolutely. You want to make sure that you get our Hempranium 500, 3 drops in the morning, 3 drops in the evening. I like using the pain cream on the temples there. I like using the vape cartridge for acute onset of migraines and top that off with a gummy. Oh my goodness, that would be great for your migraines. So Kenyatta Echols, make sure you contact the person that invited you on the line so you can get those products ordered. I want to thank you, Queen Nefertiti. This has been so amazing. I cannot wait to do some practices with you to really, because tomorrow I'm excited. You know, I'm excited to work with this team at the McCormick Place, but just know that, you know, being on the front line, I've got to maintain my calmness. I've got to maintain that. And the CBD products are what help to do that. And I think meditation and the yoga practices will help even more.
Absolutely. Yes. That combination it's a winner. It's a winner all day.
Yes. Yeah. So we want to make sure you contact the person that invited you on this call so you can get your questions answered. Make sure you ask them to add you to our Facebook page, our Wakana for Life Facebook page. Make sure that they invite you to our 1-year anniversary. We're going to have a virtual 420 party. We are just going to have a lot of fun. So make sure you get connected and we'll see you next week. Thank you, Queen Nefertiti.
Gratitude. Thank you all.
Gratitude.
Thank you, Dr. Rita.